Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kenyans, West Mugirango MP Stephen Mogaka has agreed to be embarrassed and humiliated by Sam Gituku on a national TV, and what he's saying is just an empty vessel. Then asking myself, Kenyans, is this the kind of leadership we want as Kenyans? Is this the kind of members of parliament we are having across the Republic of Kenya? Because you cannot tell me a member of parliament cannot be independent or cannot have an independent mind. He doesn't have facts. He doesn't have new ideas. And I think these are type of members of parliament that after the formation of IEBC, I think we should recall these members of parliament because they cannot tell us. They allow themselves to be embarrassed like this live on a national television. Then you tell me that there's a kind of a man that we are waiting to offer us solutions in our constituencies. It is so embarrassing and traumatizing to have such kind of leadership. Kenyans, I want you to watch this video. But before we watch, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder, please, as you watch, consider liking the video. Thank you so much. Let us listen to this.
Baba and the way he mutates, it doesn't matter whether he's in government or out of government. What he says is almost a law in this republic, and therefore, at a time like now, when we have a broad-based government.
That's yes? What Raila says is law. What are you saying?
Who has ever been sworn as a president of this republic without being sworn by the official chief justice? And it is still business as usual. Who has said in this republic that Kibaki tosha, and it happens to be so? Who has said that the country must respect the constitution, and the country has
is the constitution respected?
So, like him or not, Baba is a major influencer in this.
That's what I'm saying. I hear that. Yes. I'm just wondering, you're saying that the country needs him.
Yes.
To do what exactly that those in positions are not doing?
The country needs Baba just as it needs everybody, because one, Baba commands more than 50% of Kenyan following. Baba leads one of the biggest coalitions, and if what the court said immediately after the election, indeed, the courts did pronounce themselves that the coalition led by Baba was the biggest in numerics in parliament, never mind what has happened since then. And therefore, a person who received more than 50% endorsement of Kenyans in terms of representation of the people, that is a person that this country requires. Because it is his manifesto, therefore, that most Kenyans got persuaded by and elected more of.
No, but they elected a different person for president.
Sorry?
They elected a different person for president.
Just like they elected Kibaki and denied him the numerical strength in parliament, that is how the election played out, or so we are told. And that is why I am like a person who has drawn such trust of the people of Kenya.
Yep.
Is a person this country requires, and therefore his return back home.
What you want him to do?
I want him to play his role as in leadership, in improving governance, in making the executive perform. He has already donated the best of his
from what angle? Because I mean, surely, Mheshimiwa Mogaka,
yes,
the country is organized in the executive,
yes,
judiciary, and parliament.
yes,
and of course the county government.
Yes.
How do you want him to play his role? Where?
He has already donated part of his top brains to the executive. And we expect that will be expanded, deepened, and strengthened. And he also commands what was...
Please break that down.
Yes.
Expanded, deepened.
Yes.
What does that mean?
What that means is that the broad-based government had just started when Baba went to AUC. It had just started. And from the look of it, and the Kenyans seem to be embracing it, you can only improve on what has been started. And therefore, that is why in my dream, I look at a more expanded, broad-based government. And therefore, I see more appointments of more patriotic Kenyans into the executive. And I also see, consequentially, changes in the House leaderships to align with the broad-based government setup. And we therefore want to look at Raila as one of those who will be remotely or from the front contributing to strengthening the executive, strengthening the House leadership, the House committees, and the general governance of this republic, particularly the distribution of national resources.